Good morning. My name is Hisham Ashraf. I'm studying for the basic computer science and I'm in my third semester. I'll be doing a seminar on control statements, that is if else, and if else, if ladder. So now let's move on to the if statement. So this is the syntax for the if statement. If expression being any command that you're going to be putting in it, then following that there'll be an opening brace and a closing brace, that is for the code that is to be executed in this if expression. So it needs to have a separate opening or closing brace, or it will interfere with the actual program that you're inputting. So now let's move on to the flow chart. So this will be the start of the function and being the condition, that is the condition being the expression that will be applying here, where if it is true, it will follow to the if block command, that is the command that will be inputted here, where it will go and stop the program. Or if any other function you have given, any other program, it will be following through that, and then the code will be executed. If the condition is not applied, it will become false, and all of this written over here won't be applied, and any of the programs that will be given below will be applied. Now let's move on to the programming side of things. So now this is a simple program that I've made int main. So now it is to check if the number is positive. Now here we have used an if statement. If number is more than 0, printf the present number. So let's give in value now. Let's say 7. Number 7 is positive. Now we have a question here, right? What if we gave a negative value, or let's say 0? Now run 0. It doesn't show any statement, because why? We haven't used any other statement to prove or to show that if the number is that's given in the scanf can print that it is 0 or anything. So here we will use if else statement. So now look, this is the syntax for the if else statement. It's a same as if statement, but here it will be if expression, the command that we applying, then the code that is to be executed in that case if it becomes true here. And then if this is not true, it will follow to the if else statement. When in the else statement, it will be executed if it is false. So now let's move on to the flow chart, where the program will be initiated, the condition being this, where if it is true, this code will be executed. But if it's false, it will follow to the else block. The else block being the command that is in the else block. And then the program will end. Either way. But if there's any other program in between, that will be executed too. That is the if else statement. So now let's move on to the programming side. Let's apply a code for the else statement. Else else opening and closing brace, printf the number percentage %d is negative. Compile. So now let's run the program. Oh, statement missing. Oh yeah. Put the commas. Now let's give a negative value, -7. Now let's go to the where it will show that the number given is negative. But here there's another question too. Let's say we give the number as 0. What will happen now? Because the number is 0, it'll input the value as number 7, so it'll show it negative. But is it a negative number? No. So we'll have to input another statement so that we can show the number is 0. What will we use here? Here we will use if else if ladder. So this is the syntax for if else ladder, where if first condition here, instead of using expression, because we have multiple conditions that we'll be using, we have put condition 1 and condition 2. So if the first condition is applied, the code will be executed if it is true. But if it is not true, it will follow to the next one, if else. Why are we using if else if here? So that we can put a condition here, or because if we put if else, just else, we cannot put any condition here to be applied. So we cannot add more else statements so that we can use it. So here we'll use else if and the condition for the second one. If that is true, the code will be executed. If it is not true, both of these becomes false. The commands are not true. It'll move on to the else statement. Where in the else statement, it will be executed if all the conditions, that is these, are false. There is the flowchart. Start condition 1 being the condition given here, where if it's true, it will move on to the code that will be applied. If it's false, it will move on to the second condition, where if it's true, it will work the code that's given here. If it's false, I've written here condition 3 because we can put more conditions in else statement, but we can give it as an else block. But yeah, so this will come true and it will show a statement here, where it's just given here. If it's false here too, it will move to the else statement. Yeah, but I've used this as an example to help you understand more. Then it will stop, or if any of the program is given here, that will be applied. Now let's move on to the programming side of things. Here we'll put else if. Here we'll give num is less than 0, number is negative. Now we need to show 0, right? So here else brace print f the number percentage d is 0. Compile. Now let's run. Now let's give the number 0. The number 0 is 0. Now it will be inputting this as the value because we have given a statement here, else. And this will also work because if you run here, let's give -6, it will show the number -6 as negative. The first statement is false, so because of that, this will come true. If you give 0, the second statement is also false here, so it will show the else statement. So that is all the if statement, the if else statement, and the if else if ladder. Thank you and have a nice day.